Hello everybody, Mr. Akins here and welcome to What's on the Comic Rack. In this video I'm going to be showing you 5 comics from different ages. One from the Golden Age, one from the Silver Age, one from the Bronze Age, one from the Copper Age, and a Modern Age comic. Now the Golden Age comic is a reprint. I don't have a lot of Golden Age comics, but it is a representation of that Golden Age comic. What else can you expect from this video? Well, I've seemed to find a pattern in my videos. One, I like to dispense information. So in this video, I've done a little bit of research on these comics, and hopefully I found some geeky facts you find interesting. Number 2, I'm watching other people's videos, and those videos are funny, entertaining, and eloquent. Maybe I can hit one of those and at least be entertaining in this video. And number 3, I seem to mention a lot of other content creators in my videos. In this video, I will mention another content creator. So enough of me talking, let's get to looking at those comics. The Golden Age was from 1938 to 1954, and this is a reprint of The Vault of Horror number 22, published in 1951, cover by Johnnycraig. I picked up this comic to do a little research. This is a Golden Age reprint, but is it a reprint of the first appearance of the Frankenstein's monster in comics? And the answer is no. The first appearance of Frankenstein's monster in comics was detectivecomics number 135 in 1948. I'll put an image of detectivecomics number 135 up, which will also be the first appearance of Frankenstein's monster in DC Comics. Now, the first appearance of Frankenstein's monster in Marvel Comics, let's consult the official handbook of the Marvel Universe. Nice blue cover, D through G, which contains Frankenstein's monster. And this says that the first appearance of the Frankenstein's monster in Marvel Comics was Silversurfer number 7. I'll put an image of that comic also up. Silver Age. Silver Age was from 1956 to 1970. This is Tales of Suspense number 99, published in 1967, cover by Genecolan. Martin, the Aussie comic collector, would love this issue. Great channel, a link is in the description below. Martin likes to collect final issues, and this is the final issue of Tales of Suspense. Now, at the time, Marvel was phasing out older titles with science fiction, horror, or fantasy names and replacing them with superhero titles, which were gaining popularity in the 1960s. The Tales of Suspense title had been featuring both Iron Man and Captain America for quite some time. Tales of Suspense was renamed Captain America, and it kept the same numbering system. That will be important later. The Iron Man story in Tales of Suspense was continued in a special one-shot entitled Iron Man and Submariner. Following this one-shot, both Iron Man and Submariner were given their own full-length titles. My LCS does an excellent job of setting aside Iron Man issues to see if I want them before he puts them out on the floor. He also has been setting aside Tales of Suspense, and that's how I was able to pick up this issue. Bronze Age, 1970 to 1985. This is Captain America number 200, published in 1976, cover by Jack the King Kirby. This comic, of course, came out in 1976, and I distinctly remember having this comic as a kid. But I also remember cutting this comic into absolute shreds. I mean, look at these corner boxes. Look at those characters right there. Fantastic Kirby art, perfectly proportioned, and begging, my friend, begging to be cut out and put on stands. Now, this is obviously not the comic I had as a kid, but Jack Kirby's run on Captain America was my first introduction to the character. It was a short run, but it definitely made an impression on me. Captain America is my second favorite character. Now, as stated on the cover, this is a bicentennial issue of Captain America, and it coincides with the United States bicentennial, which was in 1976. One wonders if Marvel knew this would occur when Tales of Suspense ended and Captain America took over the numbering system in 1968. Did they think that far ahead? I don't know. Copper Age from 1985 to 2000. This is the Infinitygauntlet #1, published in 1991. Cover by Georgeperez. This cover is absolutely amazing. I'm going through my collection and taking notes of covers that will fit in my top 10 covers of all time, and this one is definitely on that list. For years I had a t-shirt that had this cover on it. I was even able to get the store promotion poster from the local comic shop at the time. I still have it. It's laminated. And after looking at this, I'm thinking of taking a poster down in my room and putting this one up. Now, this is 1991. I'm in college, and this was one of those stories that rekindled that fire about getting excited about reading comics. As a kid, I would read everything, and it was all great. By this time, very few things I was reading, in my opinion, were great, but this was one of them. The panel of the Silversurfer crashing through the home of Doctor Strange, that's absolute classic panel. I see why they adapted it to the movies. Modern Age, 2000 to present. This is Hellcat #1, the Skottieyoung variant, published in 2023, and of course the cover is by Skottieyoung. I really appreciate artists that have their own style, as we can tell by the covers I've shown so far. I'm beginning to pick out johnnycraig covers with every new one I see, just like I can quickly pick out a Colin, a Kirby, a Perez cover. I love his unique style, but would I love to read an entire comic in this style? Maybe if it was Casper or Hot Stuff? Then yes. But an entire Avengers book? No. But an Avengers cover? Yes. I've not read this issue yet, but I have a new fascination with Patsy Walker. Now that I know Patsy Walker #106 was the first traditional modern corner box. So if you want to hear more geek facts about comics, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time around the comic rack.